Divines bless you. May the ground you walk quake as you pass.
The other day I was able to say something in my own words, but then I realized they were the same ones everyone else is using. If you need me, I'll be where nobody's home.
Vegetables as crisp as a winter's morning. We're one of the same kind, you and I. I'm glad to have met you.
Divines smile on you, friend.
Buy some armor and live to tell about it.
Staying in Riften, traveler? I'm actually on my way out. Just have to buy a few things for the road.
All meat guaranteed, clean and free from rock joints.
Looking to stay alive? Why take a chance?
Way ahead of you. Got health potions for when I get hit, and stamina potions for when I don't. If only I was faster and in better shape, I could spend it all on ale instead. A group of bandits have been rumored to be ransoming children off over in Mistwatch. I thought it might be worth taking a look. Thank you, traveler. Even if we don't find the boy, it'll be worth the trip to clear that place of bandits.
Buy some armor and live to tell about it. Buy some armor and live to tell about it.
Selling fine jewelry here.
Yes?
Yes?
What now?
Yes?
ᵯᴑᴆᴆᴇᴆ. Woman. Too old. Too dark. None of these could possibly be him. Ah, it's you. The Swamp Knight. Not a coincidence you showed up. I must be on the right track.
Come on! This better be good.
Oh, come now, there's no need for that. We're both looking for the child, correct? The mute? Well, there's nothing you can tell me I don't already know. If anything, you're lucky I'm willing to share. I've been on the boy's trail for some time, but I've always been a step behind. I just learned he was traveling with the Argonian when the Synod sent me to Hammerfell to investigate a separate matter. I was hoping the Argonian would keep him safe until the other issue was settled. But things rarely go according to plan.
Well, I was trying to get rid of him. What's your excuse?
I'm not going to divulge our teaching methods. Besides, I doubt you'd understand them. Let's just say mistakes were made.
Trust me, mage. When it comes to mistakes, that much I understand.
Good. The point is, we've learned from them. There is no better place for the child to hone his talent than with the Synod. Well, I phrased that poorly. He's not dangerous right now, he's just a child, but he's dangerous because of his potential. If his mind were to be poisoned by necromancers, or worse yet, the College of Whispers, he could grow to be a highly unstable adult. He's an urchin from the waterfront district in the Imperial City. We were alerted to his presence about 5 years ago. Or rather, he alerted us when he accidentally burned down his home, and nearly half the district along with it. Not according to those who found them. They tried to speak with the boy, but he was clearly traumatized. He hasn't spoken a word since. It's hard to blame him, considering his only family died in the flames. Well, for starters, we want him to stop from starting more fires. The most humane way to do this is to train him. Unfortunately, the boy prefers to isolate himself instead. He doesn't realize running away will only lead to further incidents. Clues? Yes. Come, take a look at this. In this hallway we have bodies and blood. Where there's blood, there's bodies, and where there's bodies, well, you get the idea. But over here, we have blood, but no bodies. Probably because they were taken.
So what are we dealing with? Necromancers?
Well, that or somebody from that damned College of Whispers. But most likely necromancers.
If they kidnap the boy, then we don't have much time. We need to find him.
Don't worry. If they went to all this trouble to find the boy, I doubt they'd harm him. At least, not physically. Still, it's a bit unusual for necromancers to take an interest in anything other than the dead. The most likely suspect would be someone from the College of Whispers. But there's no way those idiots would be this far ahead of us. Either way, at this point, I think we need to find out more about these rogue mages and what they plan to do. I know a Breton familiar with this sort of magic. Perhaps she can tell us what they're up to.
Then mark it on my companion's map. Best you let him lead the way. Seeing as he's our only lead, I think we do. Besides, he may have his secrets, but at least he's honest about keeping them.
Huh?
What sort of mistakes did you make with the boy? The less you talk, the more suspicious it sounds.
It was just a difference of opinion. Some felt he needed to be imprisoned. Others felt this would push him towards the darker magics.
And what did your little group decide?
Oddly enough, the boy preferred living in small, cramped spaces, so we let him stay in the dungeon. It wasn't until later that we realized it was his way of keeping everyone safe. Unfortunately, by agreeing to the child's desires, I'm afraid it only reinforced the idea that he was a monster.
You start poking around their stuff.
That's because our stuff is often volatile and shouldn't be handled by novices. But yes, try to be on your best behavior.
I was wondering when you would arrive.
You were expecting us?
Well, just you. But only because your friend got here first.
My friend?
The man from the Synod. The one who tried to kill me. Now what's all this talk about an Oblivion Gate?
An Oblivion Gate? What's she talking about, mage?
That's highly confidential. Besides, I'm the only researcher assigned to this task.
Oh, please, ᵯᴑᴆᴆᴇᴆ. You know better than to lie to me. If you're the only Synod member here, then who is this?
Bayake. Julius.
Damn witch. I should have known you kept such company. ᵯᴑᴆᴆ. It befits you.
Julius, what are you doing here?
We've taken the boy into custody.
Why?
The higher-ups no longer agree with your assessment. It's too risky.
What are you saying? Are you planning on killing him?
Over my dead body.
It's too late, Argonian. It's being carried out as we speak. Rest assured the boy will be given a proper funeral.
The only funeral we're gonna have is for you and your friends. I swear, on the honor of my company, the child will live.
Then go to the Monos Den. My job was to kill ᵯᴑᴆᴆ. If I can't do it by blade, then I'll do it by tongue. And the rest of you will wish to throw away your lives, then Synod will welcome your silence.
It appears my methods were a little too effective. But you, ᵯᴑᴆᴆᴆ, owe us all an explanation.
That's right. What are you hiding? What's this nonsense about an Oblivion Gate?
I guess there's no point hiding it now. The fire, it wasn't started by the child, or at least not directly. They say he conjured a door, a tiny gateway to oblivion.
So that's why the Synod wants him dead. Can the boy create these gates at will?
No, the boy is innocent. He didn't know what he was doing, or even how he did it. But his actions, running away, burrowing himself in caves, does seem to indicate he has a grasp of its consequences. My fear is that when he realizes the gravity of what he's done, he'll do precisely what Julius and his men want.
I doubt that. The boy I knew was a survivor.
Yes, the fact that he followed you here. It's a reason to be optimistic. Maybe he finally found the will to live.
Or he could just be scared to die. But if what the mage says is true, he won't have much of a choice. I suggest you hurry.
You know, you don't have to come. These mages are part of your company, aren't they? They're your friends. People you know.
Yes, people like Julius. The Synod is a very large organization, and given how often I do field work, I barely speak to most of them.
Maybe that's the problem.
What? Who told you that? Was it Marissa? You can't believe anything she says. She's a necromancer. It's likely he never got approved, but it does explain why I haven't received any correspondence of late. My death would be a convenient way to frame the boy. Right now, all we have are theories. We think it's the same concept as a normal summoning, only the portal itself is summoned. As to how the boy is able to do this, even if I knew, it wouldn't be something I would divulge.
Before, I didn't really get it. I mean, he was traveling with those refugees, trying to find a place far away from Cyrodiil. When we took that away, he had every reason to hate us. But now I realize he saw our pain. It doesn't matter. It's not his fault. Whatever doors he opens, we'll just have to close them shut. Look, I don't know if saving this boy is the smart thing, but it's the right thing. And as mortals, that's all we can ever do. Thank you, Traveler. None of this is easy, so it means a lot, knowing you're on my side.
He probably didn't tell you, but he was once a talented conjurer. We trained together at the College of Whispers. Of course, both of us ended up leaving the college, albeit for different reasons. He thought they went too far. I thought they didn't go far enough. Too much respect for the dead. For me, a corpse is a tool. For him, they were still people. And that distinction means everything. He probably knew ᵯᴑᴆᴆ would seek my aid, and it's far easier to kill us one at a time.
Hear what?
It sounds like chanting. Come on. And if we don't, we risk losing everything else.
Wait, what are you doing? Damn it.
Listen up. I'm only gonna say this once. We're taking the boy. Stand aside and you live. Get in our way and you die.
They're here for the child. Kill them. Let no one escape.
What was that?
Artorias' men.
The boy, is he all right?
He looks fine. Just sleeping. Probably for the best.
So what now? If he's as dangerous as you say, somehow I doubt your friends will give up.
No. But if I can train him, teach him how to control his abilities, it might prevent him from ever conjuring again.
Well, what do you think? We came all this way, but I admit, our friend here is probably right. It's best he stay with someone who understands him. Haha, you might be ready for parenthood, but as far as I'm concerned, raising a child is 1,000 times scarier than any Oblivion Gate. But I won't abandon him. I'll do my best to stay close and keep my sword ready. Take the boy, mage, and if you need me for anything at all, just give me a time and place, and I'll be there.
Thank you. I'll do my best.
Safe travels, kid. Be good to your new guardian. Let's go. I don't want him to see me when he wakes up. It'll just make things more confusing. I'd like to stop by the marketplace in Riften. Got one more errand I need to run.
We're one of the same kind, you and I.
Be careful.
I'm glad to have met you. Fresh meats and produce. Get them before they're gone.
Welka, did you get the armor I asked for?
Buying and
Indeed.
selling fine
Here
jewelry
you go.
here.
Should fit you like a glove.
sure it will. Thank you.
What do you need, my friend?
Wow, this might take some getting used to for the both of us. But it's time I stopped mourning. The company, the refugees, that's all in the past now. I just didn't want to do it until I knew the boy was safe.
Legendary Argonian craftsmanship.
And it's all thanks to you. I may have learned to fight on my own, but being a knight isn't just about swinging a sword. Whether it was an old company or a good friend, I am what I am because of people like you. You took the words right out of my mouth. To the next fight, traveler, I swear on the hist, it'll be a good one.
All meats guaranteed clean and free from rock joint.
You gonna buy something? Or just here for training? Otherwise, move on. You gonna stare all... Take a look. Come back when you're ready to spend more gold.
Gemstones over here.